Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel if it's not your first time being here. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys how I put this wig over my micro lock, so we're going to get straight into the video. This is a 30-inch jet black body wave wig. The frontal was 13x6 and I ended up dyeing the hair light brown, and this is what the lace looks like. I started off with my locks braided and my edges slicked back, and I just placed the lace glue in pretty thin layers right in front of my hairline, kind of like where my baby hairs are, and then I used the end of my rat tail comb to smooth it out. I did 3 layers of the lace glue. You're supposed to let it dry in between each layer, but I was in a bit of a rush, so I used a blow dryer. And the reason why I didn't do the ball cap method is because I feel like every time I do that, it kind of rips some of my edges out, and that's really not my swag, so I'm not doing that anymore. In my opinion, you get the same results with or without the ball cap. It really doesn't make much of a difference for me. It just makes it harder to take off. And it adds on an unnecessary step, just making the process longer. But this is what the lace looks like after I plucked it. I'm going to just add some makeup to the lace and pretend like you don't see that hole. I was plucking just a little too fast. Then I just sprayed that same spray on the lace just to lock it in and make sure it's not moving around all over my hair. And then I started to do my 3rd layer, which is my last layer of glue. After you got that 3rd layer of glue all down and cleared, you're going to go in and press the wig into the clear, dry glue. Everybody emphasizes that it's supposed to be clear, which is true because then it looks all gross if it's not. But you're just going to press the wig into your skin. You can also go in with the rat tail comb and just comb through it while pushing it in. Then after I felt like the wig was on there secure enough, I tied it on my nice little thin silk band. It's not cotton or super tight. It's just straight and simple and to the point. And then I also went in and cut off all that extra lace because it was just way too long and it was like literally almost covering my eyes, and I just was not feeling that. I kept my band on for about 30 minutes in total, and I just spent that time pre-styling the hair, if that makes sense. So I went in and did my middle part and tried to get it as straight as possible, which was a little hard because I couldn't really see like the front of the lace, but I think it turned out pretty cool. After I got my middle part somewhere where I liked it, looking good enough for me, I went in with my nice little old school pressing comb. Make sure when you use the pressing comb, you're being very careful not to burn yourself. Don't be moving too fast. And you're just using the pressing comb kind of as a way to like slick the wig and style it exactly how you want it. Also keep in mind to make sure the pressing comb is not too hot, because even if your hair is 100% human hair, you can still burn it. And you can also burn your skin, which is not fun. So just make sure you're being very careful and checking the temperature. And then also to help with making the wig as flat as possible, I'm going to go in with a wax stick just to make sure everything is smooth. This just helps lay all the hairs down to make sure they're not like sticking up and your hair isn't like bulky, if that makes sense. After I felt like everything was nice and smooth and flat, I went on to take off my little silk band so that I can cut off the lace. And you can see the middle part is a little messed up, but that's just the part that was completely covered. So we're just gonna fix that real quick. And I only had scissors with me at the moment to cut off the lace, but the best thing to use is one of those little eyebrow razors. It'll get you the closest and cleanest, most natural cut. But because I was working with scissors and I was scared to cut myself, I left on a little bit of extra lace, so that was a little annoying. So if you can, make sure you're using a eyebrow razor so it can get as close as possible. But if you don't have an eyebrow razor on you at the moment and you have to use scissors like I did, just try to get as close as possible to the hairline to make sure that you're not leaving too much lace behind, because the more lace you leave behind, the more wiggy it looks, if that makes sense. And then after I cut the lace as close as possible to the hairline, I went in with some melting spray. I didn't want the lace to end up lifting, so I sprayed it on my finger first and just tapped it into the lace, if that makes sense. Because if you spray it on there, it could like loosen up the glue and then it's starting to fall off and it's just a big old mess. After I feel like I have enough of the lace spray on there and it's looking better, then I just put my lace band back on just to make sure that the lace was really melted into my skin. You have to let it sit there for a second. So while that was happening, I just styled the hair just a little bit more to get it as flat as possible, because y'all know I have locks, so I have to make sure that it's flat. You can't see my lumpy locks in the back. And then this is what the lace looked like right after I took the lace band off. I went to sleep after this, y'all, to be honest. I was tired and I'm like, okay, it's getting late. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like the next day. To go to bed, I put it into 2 braids. So this is me just taking out the braids the next day, which actually the little curly crimp things that the braids put in there was super cute, but I still ended up adding my little beach waves to it, which I'm gonna show y'all how to achieve that later on in the video. And this is how long the hair was, y'all. Y'all know it was 30 inches. This is where it stopped at on me. I am 5'5.5", really 5'6". This is my other lace band that I took off. It's just a silk scarf, but this is what it looks like. It's literally so cute. And then I just cut a little bit of small layers in it just to make sure that it was flowing naturally, because it was like super long in the front and that just really wasn't my vibe. But they were like barely even layers, if you could tell. I'm not barely even cutting it. And then for the beach curls, you just curl the hair backwards. I use a flat iron for literally all of my curls. And you just like rotating it forward towards you, but still curling it back, if that makes sense. And you're just gonna tap the flat irons as you go down. See? Cute. And then you just do the same thing. So you're gonna, once again, section off your little piece of hair, brush it out, and then grab your flat irons and curl it backwards. And just clamp your way through until you get it how you need it to be. These are the same curls that I did for my birthday. Here's an insert picture. I also have a little tutorial on TikTok on how to do the curls, if that helps at all. But they're just like really loose beach wave curls, nothing too uniform or perfect. It's just supposed to be like effortless, wavy curls. Like, you know, I didn't put in too much work. This is just what it is, and it's just like super cute, you know? And then this is the final result. I think it is so cute. I made the decision not to do edges, but if y'all want me to do another wig tutorial and show y'all how to do the like fluffy baby hairs, I can definitely do that for y'all. But this is what we're working with. I think it's so cute and natural. So let me know if y'all want more videos like this. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.